Now, this isn't actually a chat interface, so I'm not able to go back and forth with the agent to iterate on the specific conversation. However, every time I run an agent, there's going to be some kind of artifact produced by that agent that is going to contain all the necessary context that it should need moving forward. You're not generally maintaining one long lived conversation. You're iterating on artifacts, which are just your source code files and your repository. And you can spin up a new conversation and assuming those high level instructions should be sufficient to pick up a new task.
We've talked about this in prior episodes of pushing everything into source code, and this fits that paradigm. The conversations are additional knowledge that are getting stored outside of source control then. If you make every artifact fully self-documenting, it makes the rest of the ecosystem work together more smooth.
Folks are starting to learn that you have to be a bit more dialed on what you're actually exposing to each agent. Because yeah, I mean, when I think about all the tool calls that were made here, really don't even matter. Some of these runs, if we click in, and you can see 38 turns. That's going to be a lot of context that just gets plugged into the next agent. And if we start to conceptualize agents as specific workers or employees, then you can see where that starts to break down. You know, if you've got people focused on specific roles in an organization, generally they aren't going to be sharing their full thought process with each other. It becomes just the transfer of artifacts. Like, hey, I'm working on this thing. Here's what I've produced so far. Can you fact check it? We don't need the exact chain of thought that led an agent to a result if we're using that as context for another agent to perform some sort of task related to it.